just waiting for people to hop on. Hello, welcome. My name is Alwyn, and I'll be taking you through a 45-minute-ish Pilates class. So what we're going to need for our practice today is a pillow. One like this that you can fold over. So we're going to use that as our prop for this evening's class. It's really nice to see everyone. So Hannah has daily Instagram live classes, 12:30 and 5:30, and we have lots of on-demand classes in our library. So you can get all that information. Oh, hearts back to you. All that information in the link in the bio. I'm very awkward. So we'll just get started, yeah? Okay. So we're going to begin. You don't need your pillow quite yet. We'll get to it as we move a little deeper into our practice. I'm just going to take that off to the side. Before I begin, just like I teach in studio, if there is a sequence or posture or pose and exercise that we're going through and you need to modify for where you are in your practice today, by all means, you know your body far better than I do, okay? So let's begin on all fours, where the knees are in line with your hips. And I like to have the hands a little further than right underneath the shoulders. And we'll begin by shifting our hips back and rounding the spine and drawing your gaze down on the mat. And then lifting your hips away from your heels as you begin to arch your spine and taking your gaze to the wall in front of you. And we'll do this a few more times. Hinging your hips back, rounding your spine. So we're flexing the spine and taking your gaze down to the mat. And then lifting your hips away from your heels, arching the spine, and taking your gaze up to the wall in front. So extending the spine, and then we go back and we round the spine. Let's go 2 more times, lifting the hips up, arching the spine, taking your gaze up to the wall in front of you. And then last time here, hinging your hips back and rounding your spine. From here, lifting your hips back up off of the mat and finding your neutral, where we are moving away from too much flexion of the spine or extension. So you find your natural position. And then from here, let's move with the left arm as we come up into a twist. So rotation as you take your left arm up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, eyes follow the movement. And then from here, the left arm comes back down to the mat and the eyes follow. So we'll yield with the left, and now twist and reach up with the right. And the left side will feel very different than the right, and vice versa. And it's not good, bad, or right, or wrong. Then the eyes follow as the right arm and right hand come back down to the mat. And now from here, let's extend the right leg out long and away from you. And lift the left leg up and up and up, trying to keep your spine still. And then we'll lower that leg down and bring it back home. Same, opposite leg. Extend and lengthen, keep pressing away from the mat and lifting the leg up, trying to keep that spine still. And then from here, the leg lowers back down to the mat and we draw the knee back. From here, left arm reaches out in front of you in line with your ear. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lower the arm down. And now we'll switch. Reaching right arm out and away from you in line with your shoulder. And then taking the arm back down to the mat. And now we'll hinge the hips back and back and back. Let's walk the arms all the way over to the left. Letting your head go, taking your gaze down to the mat and feeling the stretch on the right side of the body. And then from here, lifting your hips away from your heels and taking your gaze forward to your hands. And then we'll crisscross the arms over to the other side. And then hinging the hips back here and feeling the stretch all along the left side of the body. Inhaling in. Full exhale out. And then lifting your hips up, shifting your gaze forward, and crisscross the hands back to center. Flex your ankles and curl your toes. And now hinge the hips back. Stretch the feet. Walk the hands a little closer to the knees. And then from here, coming all of the way up to high kneeling. So the hands come up off of the mat. And now we take our hips away from the heels as we come up and up and up. Reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. And now let's extend the spine. So lifting the gaze up, reaching your arms back and back and back. And the arms come back, the eyes follow. The hands come back down to the mat. And let's take a big step forward. I'm going to lead with the left. So stepping forward with the left foot. And then the hands come up off of the mat. And then that back foot, I'm going to release it down. So it's flat foot instead of flexed ankle. And then the arms reach back up and up and up. Right hand is going to grab a hold of the left wrist. And we'll take that side bend over to the right side. Spine is designed to bend and flex and extend and rotate. And then we slowly reach back up and up and up. Let's do that one more time. And can you find just a little bit more of a reach? And let's continue this gesture as you sweep the arms forward in line with the front of your foot. And then the arms sweep back on the right and all of the way up. And again, over to the right and sweep in front. Pausing at the foot. Sweeping back on the right and all of the way up. Release the hands. Take them back down to the mat as you dive forward. And then take that left foot back. Let's do same thing right. So big step forward, right foot. Hands coming up off of the mat. Coming up and up and up. Reaching your arms all of the way up towards the sky. Left hand is going to grab a hold of the right wrist. And then we'll side bend over to the left. And then in terms of the chin, can we draw that chin back in space? And then we'll come back up and up and up. And again, we side bend over. Can we find just that little bit more of a reach? Continue the journey forward, pausing at the front of the foot. Sweeping back over on the left and coming up and up and up. Again, we side bend over to the left. Sweep in front, pausing at the foot. Sweep back over on the left and up and up and up. Releasing the hands, my spine just went like in a good way. We dive forward, the hands come back down to the mat, and the right foot goes back to meet the left. Let's swing the legs around. You pick which side, hands free. Can you take a seat? And then swing the legs around and scooch to the center of your mat. Now from here, let's grab that pillow. So you're gonna take your pillow, I'm gonna fold it in half, and then I'm gonna place it right in between the knees. Arms out in front of you, in line with your shoulders. Try to relax the shoulder line and relaxing the muscles around your eyes and your face and your jaw. And we'll begin to roll down and down and down, squeezing the pillow, anchoring your feet down to the mat as you roll down and down and down. Arms reach up, head goes down. I'm just gonna shimmy myself down on the mat a little bit more. I still gotta work on this camera angle. Okay. So your arms are up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. You've got the pillow in between the knees, great, great. Feet are hip width distance apart. And then begin to squeeze the pillow in and out. Inhale as you squeeze in. Exhale to release. Inhale to squeeze the pillow. And then exhale to release. Let's go 3 more times here. We squeeze the pillow in for 1. And soften to release. And we squeeze in for 2. And then soften to release. And then 1 last time. In and release. Take your arms, reach your arms all of the way back behind you. And then sway your knees and your hips to one side. I'm leading to the left. And then slowly roll past center, squeeze the pillow, and sway over to the right. And squeezing the pillow, slowly coming back to center. Feet remain back down on the mat, arms up towards the sky. And then lower your arms down by your sides. From here, let's give a subtle connection with the arms to the mat. So pressing the backs of your arms down into the mat so you can feel the tone in the back of your arms. And then in terms of the position of your spine, let's rock the pelvis forward. And you can feel the stretch of your low back to the mat. Let's maintain that, or we'll commit to maintaining that, as you lift the feet off of the mat, squeeze the pillow, and take your legs up to your tabletop. And then take it a step further and extend the legs up to the sky. And then flex your feet. So can you squeeze the pillow a little bit more? And then we'll point the toes and bend the knees and take the legs back to our tabletop. From here, lower the feet down to the mat. Squeeze the pillow and lift the legs back up to your tabletop. And the thighs lower down and the feet touch the mat, still maintaining the connection with your arms to the mat. And then we lift back up and up and up to tabletop. Let's go 2 more times here. We lower down and down and down. And we lift back up and up and up. And really thinking about the action of lifting and lowering versus swinging the legs. So it's work as you come up, and it's also work as you lower the feet down and down and down. And let's take the feet all of the way back down to the mat. Allow your pelvis and your low back to come into your neutral. And then reach the arms again all of the way back behind you. Inhale in. Full exhale out. Arms return back down by your sides. And you're going to take your hands now to your hamstrings. Elbows are wide and away from you. Collarbones are open. And we're going to lift the head up off of the mat. And take your gaze down just to the horizon of the knees. And then from here, lift the heels up off of the mat. Squeeze the pillow. And lift the legs back up to tabletop. One hand behind the head, followed by the other. So now here we are in flexion. Your elbows are in your periphery, and your head is supported. We're trying to aim to keep the shoulder blades, the tops of the shoulder blades, up off of the mat. And now draw the knees right into the body. Drop the heels to the seat, and pulse the pillow in and out. For 5, 4, here we go for 3, 2, and 1. Extend the legs up towards the sky. Flex your feet. Point your toes. Bend the knees. Lower the heels back to the seat. And then simultaneously the feet come down, followed by the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale in. And exhale out. Hovering the elbows back up off the mat. And lifting the head up and up and up. Arms reach up. You're going to take the pillow away from the knees and just take it off to the side. We'll come back to it as we move a little deeper into our practice. Arms come down and head comes down. We're going to move into the 100 now. An exercise designed to get your blood pumping. It's a whole body exercise, whole body breathing. And we'll do 50 with our legs at a 90, and then 50 with our legs at a 45. And you can choose where you want to be in your practice today. So let's take one leg up to a tabletop, and then followed by the other. We're going to reach the arms all of the way up towards the sky. And then we're going to lift the head up, look down at the front of the body, pull your arms down. They're about 6 to 8 inches up off of the ground, reaching out through the hands, and extend the legs out and up to your 90. Tops of shoulder blades are up off of the mat, and we begin to pump the arms. 50 counts here. We go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vigorous arm pump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. So now we progress, and we lower the legs down to your 45. And we pump the arms. We go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's cycle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift the legs back up to your 90. Super challenge. Reach your arms up by your ears. And then pump your arms 10 times here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, circle your arms, grab a hold at the ankles, and lower the head down. Inhale in, and exhale out. From here, we're going to move into an exercise called single leg stretch and double leg stretch. The arms reach back up towards the sky, lift the head up, look down at the front of the body. So you're going to extend one leg long and away from you. I've chosen to lead with the right, so I'm reaching the right leg out. Interlace your fingers around the left knee and pull it right into the body. Elbows wide, Tops of shoulder blades up off of the mat. Now from here, you're going to switch legs. And switch. So single leg stretch. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's where we're going next. Double leg. So we're gonna go like this for 5, and pull in for 5, and 4, and 4. Here we go for 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1, and 1. Bring both legs back to tabletop. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Arms go back, and the head goes down. Take a moment, extend the legs up to the sky, flex the feet, point the toes, bend the knees, and pause at your tabletop. So now we're going to move into an exercise called double leg stretch. The arms reach back up. We've relaxed the shoulder line, and the head lifts, and we look down at the front of the body. The arms and the legs together at the same time move away. We circle the arms, we come back, we catch. Elbows wide. Reach out long and away from each other and draw back in. Now your option, you can take your head down as your legs move away and your arms go back, and then lift your head as you come back in. Or you can keep your head down the whole time, right? So you choose. 2 more times. Reach out and away, and draw back in. From here, we're gonna move right into crisscross. So take the hands back behind the head. Maintain the tops of the shoulder blades up off of the mat, and the right leg extends out and away from you in line with the hip. You take the right elbow towards that left knee. And you keep reaching wide towards that back elbow. And then we switch. And we switch. Moving through the rib cage. Rotation. Opposite elbow to knee. So trying to close that chain. And I encourage you to take your time. Let's go like this for 3. And twist for 2, and then twist for 1. And then come back to center, lower one foot to the mat, lower the other foot to the mat, and lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Release your arms back down by your sides. Draw the knees back in towards the body. Wrap your arms around, give yourself a big hug, and rock side to side. And as you're rocking side to side, use your head and use your eyes. So as you rock to the right, we turn, we see where we're going, and then we rock to the left. And then we'll go a couple of more times. Over, and over. And then we'll come back to center. Arms down by your sides, release one foot to the mat, and then followed by the other. Let's go ahead and grab that pillow again. And then we're going to lift the hips up into shoulder bridge and slide the pillow underneath the pelvis. And then we release down on the pillow. Feels quite nice. Shape shifting the pelvis again. So you rock the pelvis towards the front of your body. So moving away from your feet. And then lifting one leg up into a table, followed by the other. And now let's extend both legs up and up and up. We're going to open the legs out just to the width of the mat. And then lower the legs down to a 45. Bring the legs back together and lift the legs up. We open, we pull down to a 45. We come together and lift. Actively pressing your arms down to the mat. down together, up together, out and away together, and lower back down. And now we'll change direction, so the legs go out, the legs go up, the legs come in. The legs go down, out, up, and around. Let's go 2 more. Down, out, up, and around. Last time. Down, out, up, and together. Bend the knees and lower your heels to the seat. Release one foot to the mat, followed by the other. Again, shape-shifting the pelvis, pressing your feet down into the mat and lifting your hips up. Sliding the pillow away from your pelvis, and then soften as you come down, and all of the way down. Extend one leg out long and away from you. I kind of just have to shift back a little bit, and then extend the other. Reaching your arms back up towards the sky, up towards the ceiling. We're going to practice the roll up now. So we lift the head up, we look down at the front of the body, and we come up and up and up. And then we continue to round forward, keeping the neck long and in line with the rest of the spine, and the shoulder line is relaxed. We re-stack back up, and we roll down and down and down. Keep flexing the feet, getting heavy with the backs of the legs. We feel the shoulder blades come to the mat. We lower the head down. And let's try that a couple of more times. So we flex the feet, get heavy with the legs, the head lifts. We look down at the front of the body, and we reach up and up and up. And imagine you were holding a big beach ball. We got to keep the arms up, lifting tall through the crown of the head, and then shifting forward. We practice keeping the hips back so that we can stretch the spine. When we shift the hips, then it becomes hamstrings, which is not wrong. It's just not the purpose of this exercise. We come back up and up and up, and we roll back down, finding our seat heavy with the legs. We feel the shoulder blades coming down to the mat, and then lowering the head. I'll give you a trick because you're at home. So you can take your feet, and you can take your feet right up against the baseboard, right? So this is going to give you some feedback. And then your arms reach up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. You lift your head up, you look down, you keep pushing your feet into the wall as you come up and up and up. So that will give you the feedback with your feet pressed up against the baseboard. And then you come back up, and then you go down and down and down. That's my pro tip for practicing the roll up. Okay. So now we're going to practice the roll up, and that will lead us into a transition. So we lift the head up, we look down, we're holding that imaginary beach ball as we go up and up and up and over. And then we're going to restack the spine, take the elbows in close to the side of the body, and the hands come down to the mat. Swing your legs around, hop back onto all fours. Okay, this is going to be a fun one. Not that the other exercises were not fun. You know what I mean. Okay, so you're going to have your knees in line with your hips. And again, those hands just a little further away so they're not right underneath the shoulders. Left leg kicks out to the side. I'll shift a little further forward. Now, in terms of setting up with your arms, your right hand, right forearm is going to come down to the mat. And the left hand stays down. Keeping your gaze slightly down and in front of your mat so that we can practice keeping the neck long and in line with the rest of the spine. So that left leg, big lift up and up and up And you're gonna swing that leg behind you and trying to get lots of height here. Then you're going to bend the knee into the body. Kick the leg back up high in the sky and swing the leg back around to the side. So we pull the leg back behind us and reaching high and then bending the knee in. Extend the leg away from you, kick it up, swing it off to the side, pull the leg back, bend the knee in. 2 more times, kicking the leg away, off to the side, pull back up, and bend. Last time, kicking the leg up, taking it off to the side, whoo, taking it back, bend, and then we'll lower that left knee and left foot. Press the right hand back up to the mat and slide that right hand in to meet the left. I'm just gonna swing myself around because I can't kick on the right with the reformer. So I'm gonna swing around and then we'll switch. So right leg off to the side. Left hand, left forearm down to the mat. Option, you can take your gaze and follow the leg as it goes to the side. Or you can keep your gaze down and in front. From here, you're going to lift the leg up and up and up. You're going to swing the leg behind you, and you're trying to get height here. You're reaching. You're going to bend the knee into the body, extend the leg back up and up and up, out to the side, pull the leg back and up, and bend the knee in. Yeah. Extend the leg out and away, reach out to the side, pull the leg back, bend the knee in, extend the leg away, reach out to the side. Let's go one more time. Reach the leg up, bend the knee in, extend the leg back up, and out to the side. Pull the leg back up, bend the knee in, and lower the knee, and lower the foot. And then press up with that left hand, slide it in to meet the right. Let's shift the knees out real wide, and then hips go back. Your arms can reach out in front, letting your head go, and then rock a little side to side. So it's a tad more dynamic versus static, so there's movement here. We'll pause there. Lifting from the low back, in through the middle back, and taking your gaze from the mat up to the wall in front of you. Walk the hands in a palm print. Bring the knees back hip width distance apart. Flex your ankles, curl your toes. From here, we're going to load. So we're going to lift the knees up off of the mat, trying to keep your low back still. From here, head goes down. Now the hips and the low back move as you come up and up and up. And then anchoring the heels down. Lift one heel and then anchor one heel and bend the opposite knee. And then switch. So shifting back and forth, heel ball toe ball heel. Heel ball toe, and toe ball heel. And then from here, let's anchor both heels down. And then lift the heels back up and come back into your floating quadruped. And then we'll soften the knees and take them back down to the mat and release tops of feet. Taking the hands up off the mat. And now we'll come into high kneeling. So I'm gonna lead with the right. Right leg goes out to the front-ish edge of the mat. And let's take our arms out to the side. You got it. We're gonna flip the palms up and we're going to twist towards that left leg. So more rotation. Or pardon me, the right leg. So we twist and we twist and we twist. And then we come back to center. Take the hands back behind the head, pressing your head into your hands, and then bending into that right knee. Pressing back up, straightening the right leg, releasing the hands away from the back of the head. Palms up, and twist and twist and twist. Could you find a little bit more? And then we come back to center, taking the hands back behind the head and bending into that right knee. Coming back up and up and up. Arms release. Last time here, palms up. And we twist and twist and twist. And then coming back to center, hands back behind the head. And bend, bend, bend. Pull right back up. Arms out to the side. And now right hand comes down towards that right knee. Left hand back behind the head. So we're going to take that left elbow down towards the right knee and the right hand. So I'm going to give a little bend in that right elbow. And then we're going to twist down and down and down. And then we're going to come back up and up and up and continue the journey as you look up. Twisting from the right as you look up towards that left elbow. And then we go down and down and down. And then we're going to come back up and up and up. One more time. This notion of having a liquid spine as we rotate and unrotate, going up and up and up. Last time, I think I may have said last time before, but I promise this will be the last time, and that's on this side. And then coming up and up and up. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, and then both arms to a T. So let's try to practice getting a little bit more length on the right side. How we're going to do that is left arm crosses the body. Right arm reaches overhead. I think I'm going to get cut off in the camera, but we'll see. And we reach and reach and reach, drawing that chin back in space. And then we come up and up and up, and arms reach back out to a T. Let's try that again. Left arm crosses, right arm goes up. As we lean over on that left side. And then we come back up and up and up. The arms come down and the right leg, boop, back in. Left leg off to the side. Arms out to a T. Let's flip the palms up and we'll twist towards that left leg. Head moves, eyes move. We come back to center, taking the hands back behind the head, pressing the head into the hands, and then we bend into that left side. We come back up, arms open, and we twist and twist and twist. We come back, hands back behind the head, we bend, bend, bend. Back up, 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 arms open, and twist, twist. Last time like this, hands back behind the head. We bend, we lean over onto that left side. And we come back up, arms open, and we twist. And we come back to center. Left hand comes down towards that left knee, and right hand behind the head. Pressing your head back into your hand, into that right hand. Give a bend to that left elbow. And then we go down and down and down. So moving through the middle of your spine, your thoracic spine. And then we come back up and up and up. Twist, twist, twist. Looking up, opening. and then coming back down. So I like to work in shapes. So coming into a smaller shape, and then coming back up into a bigger shape. One more time. Coming in and in and in. And we come back up and up and up. Right arm reaching up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Both arms back out to your T. Right arm crosses the body. Left arm overhead as we twist and twist and twist. And then we come back, arms to your T. Super strong through the sides of the body. Right arm goes across, left arm overhead as you reach and reach and reach. And we come back up and up and up. One more time, right arm threads, left arm overhead as you reach and reach and reach. And slowly coming back up and up and up. Arms come down, left knee, back in. Swing the legs around, you pick which side, hands free, come to your seat. And then we'll swing the legs around and we'll do one more bridge sequence, and then we'll call it a night. Feet hip width distance apart, arms reach back out in front, relaxing the shoulder line. And you begin to round down through your spine, finding your seat, anchoring your feet down to the mat as you roll down and down and down. Arms are up, head is down, and we scooch again a little closer. Next week I'll get way better at figuring this out. It's been a long time since I've done an Instagram live. So our arms are back, up towards the sky, up towards the ceiling. Shape shift that pelvis so you're going back into your imprint. Anchor your feet to the mat and lift your hips up and up and up. So we're extending the front of the hips. And now your arms come down. We feel the tone in the back of the arms by pressing the arms down to the mat. And then from here, I'd like us to practice marching. So I'm going to lead with the right. And I'm going to lift that right leg up to tabletop, and then lower down. And then the left comes up, and the left lowers back down. We reach up on the right, and we lower back down. And as you lift the right or the left leg, you're really anchoring that right foot down to the mat. And then we lower the left. We dock that left foot to the ground as we lift the right up. And then we lower the right foot down. And then from here, dip. So you're gonna dip the right hip down just to a hover, and then lift the right hip back up. And we dip the left hip, and we lift the left hip back up. Trying to keep your knees shining forward. So it's less about the knees moving and more about the hips dipping. And then right back up. And then from here, soften as you come down and down and all of the way down. And draw the knees right back into the body. Wrap the arms around, give a good pull. Rock side to side, head moves, eyes move as you rock to the right, and then as you rock to the left. Can you find a little bit more as you move from side to side? And then we come back to center. Arms reach up, legs reach up. From here, grab a hold in the backs of your legs and lift the head up and look down at the front of the body. From here, lower the right leg down and down. I gotta shift back. Hold that. Okay, so you're lowering your right leg down and down and down. And then from here, you're gonna lift that right leg back up and you're gonna switch. So you grab a hold of the right leg as the left leg lowers down and down and down. Elbows wide, tops of shoulder blades up off the mat. Lift the left leg up, catch it as the right leg lowers. Elbows wide. Last time we switch. Lower the left leg down, grab a hold of the right. And now from here, let's practice coming up. So you're gonna walk your hands down the right leg to the hamstring. Interlace the fingers. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Get really heavy with your support leg, your left leg. Walk your hands up the leg and pull yourself up and up and up. Bow forward, straighten the leg, bend the knee, hip flexion, release the foot to the floor. Drag your left foot up to meet it. Arms reach out in front, and then from here we're gonna come to standing to finish. So you're gonna bend your elbows in close to the side of the body. Hands come down beside your hips, and lift your seat up and up and up. Walk the feet a little closer towards your seat. Left hand in front of left foot. Right hand in front of right foot. Drawing your gaze down to your hands. And slowly roll up and up and up. Anchoring your heels to the mat. And slowly roll up. Last thing to lift is your head. Take your time. Reach the arms up. Take your gaze to the wall in front of you. Arms open. 45 minutes-ish. And we're done. Thank you. Have a great night. Take care. And I will hopefully see you soon.